let me try that again. I just set an entire video that was not set to record because I'm a jerk, and that's the way it goes. So let's start. Okay, it is Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. It is 8:09 in my locale now. Okay, here's why we didn't do a video. We went on Friday, and then Saturday my internet was wonky. The little LTE thing, if it doesn't light up, I can't do anything on my phone or anywhere else. So I spent like 2 hours on my phone calling to get through to get registered for my captain's license, the class. Fine. That got done. Okay. But that was all of Saturday. Between that and the podcast and then the stuff around here, that was Saturday was done. Sunday, still internet woes. Okay. Still taking care of things around here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, my days off. Okay. So I, right about last night around 7 o'clock, and I was on the phone with AT&T and all that, and they said, reset your MiFi and wait 2 minutes. So I did, and then that LTE came on, and it stayed on. So that was last night, like 7 o'clock, 7:30. So I said, I'm going to do a video this morning. Now, since I already was recording, I already pulled a rune, so we'll start there. The rune I pulled was called Fehu. Okay, and it was the rune of possessions, and I'm going to reread what I read. This time I'm watching the numbers click around, because I'm not an idiot. Okay, Fehu is a rune of fulfillment, ambition satisfied, love fulfilled, rewards received, and it promises nourishment from the worldly to the sacred and divine. Okay, for the ancient principle, as above, so below, is true. We are here to nourish God as well. This calls a deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or self-rule or growth of a will. Also, conserving what has been gained is very important. It urges vigilance and continual mindfulness, especially in times of good fortune, for that then we are likely to collapse ourselves into success in one hand or reckless behavior on the other. And enjoy your good fortune and be sure to share it. The mark of a noble self is the willingness to nourish another. And that's a great, beautiful thing. We do have a daily Zen poem. Okay, I did read from the little book, but remember, I pull randomly, so I can only summarize that. Today's daily Zen poem. Nowadays, many have lost the old way, and many try to usurp the style of Zen, setting up their own sects, keeping the cliches, and concocting standardized formulas and slogans. If you've been out in society today, that's exactly what they're doing. It's called propaganda. Since they themselves are not out of the rut, when they try to help others, it is a rat going to a hollow horn that grows narrower and narrower until the rat is trapped in a total impasse. Also true, they get caught in their own situations and ideas, and then when they can't back out, what do? They blame you and they double down on it, instead of saying, wait a second, this was the wrong path. Because God forbid these people should be wrong, right? Oh no, they can't. But that would require self-reflection, and that would require something to the effect of a conscience, because a conscience allows you to say things like, you know, I was wrong on that one, and I'm sorry, and, you know, here's how I'm going to fix it. But when you don't have a conscience, and you don't have morals, and you don't have values, or they're all so shiftable and mutable that it changes based on the conversation, you really are running down that narrower horn. Oh, and it gets tighter and tighter. This was by Umutu in 1063 to 1135. So one of the things I like to say is, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. You know, all of this stuff, what is old is new again, and here it is. And we're fine with this. That's okay. We will have an obligatory queso view. I have big queso head. He ate his breakfast. He got turkey today, and he ate very well, and he went out. My day is now, I just threw some laundry in before I started this video. Okay. I've got to push through some paperwork. Thank you. I got to push through some paperwork. I have to water some plants, okay, because my stuff is going good. I'm going to water it and move it over, probably under the awning, just to keep it out of the intense sunlight. The spinach is not going where I wanted it to go, but the peas sure are. And so the carrots look like they're going to be okay too. So I'm just going to move them over and just kind of get them in some indirect sun for a while after giving them a good wash of water. Okay. Cleaning up here. Like I said, I threw laundry in. There's very little for me to do here cleanup wise. I did the attic over there. That's done. I might wipe down the kitchen again just because it makes me feel much better about wiping down the kitchen again. And I have to do my email. I haven't done, because of my internet issues, I haven't done my email in a couple days, and that's not going to be any fun. So I'll probably wait until the hottest part of the day to sit down and attack that problem. Okay. What do you make out of all of this stuff that we read today? I don't know. I mean, all I make out of it when I pull those things together is, ambition satisfied. Your efforts grow fruit, right? And don't behave recklessly, share appropriately. Like-minded people who share your values and have something to offer. None of these? Take of these. Sharing for someone who does not work with those items in your system, you are simply giving things away. And things are too expensive, too hard to get, and too precious to give anything away anymore. Doesn't matter whether it's a can of beans or your heart. Things are too important and precious to give away anymore. Poem talks about this, about people losing their way, okay, and getting caught up in slogans and standardized formulas, when the answer is it should happen naturally. It should be an organic experience, and it's going to be different for everybody, for me to you, Queso, whomever. But take, that warning that these people, they're not out of their own rut. They're not out of their own way. So the result of this is that when they're trying to help other people, and help, I'm definitely putting in quotes, control might be a better word. It's like a rat going into a narrow place. They can't back out. They don't have the, the conscience that allows them to say this is wrong. They don't have the morals to say this is definitely wrong. They don't have the values to say this is wrong. So instead, they have to just keep plunging ahead. When, if they were adults, they could turn around and go, that was the wrong way to go. We're not going to make that mistake again. And I'm sorry if I led any of you down that path. It really looked like it was the right one. It was the wrong one. Anybody got any other good ideas before we get started? That level of maturity is something that we are definitely lacking. And self-control is something we are lacking today. So use that idea of good fortune, your ambition satisfied, things are working out. Be careful who you give stuff to. And, when you see somebody who's and I'm going to use this word, it's progressive. That usually means that rat is running down that horn. And you have worked too hard. You've done too much. You've sailed on too long to want to follow people who are using slogans and chants and everything else to run down a hole that you can't get out of. Okay? Think for yourself. Take care of your things. Make sure that you share carefully. Okay? And make sure that you understand that there is a reason things are their old ways, and that's because they work. Okay? That's why today my next goal is going to be, I'm going to, after I finish cleaning the kitchen, because you have to clean the kitchen first, my next goal is probably going to be to start peeling potatoes, to dry can them. It's an older technique, okay? And so you have to be careful with it. They say it's going to work. They say it's going to be fine. I'm watching videos on it because it is a low acid food. You can water bath canned potatoes. If it was a thing like a tomato, you wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm going to explore an old way of preserving food. That's what's going to be on my scale today. I hope you have something good on your scale too. Other than that, like I said, now that we've got some powerful internet access, we're going to go back to our daily videos. They might be a little bit early because remember, they've moved my start time from 8 to 6. So unless I do an evening edition at 7, my videos are going to be at like 6 a.m., 6:15. We're going to have to find a way to work those in, and we will. But other than that, have a good day. I hope your ambitions are satisfied. I hope you preserve what you have worked for. I hope you don't get caught in a rut. And I hope that you, more than anything else, you do what you think is the right thing to do and not get lulled into the new way of doing things. Because the new way of doing things, if you have looked at the people out there, not a good idea. They should be the point that we should go, not that direction, that direction. Other than that, I think I'm going to check the temperature outside. It was 79 degrees. But if I can move those plants real quick and get them horsed around, that'll probably be a step in the right direction before I have to go back and get the laundry. Have a great day.